Introducing Ellis Platten, the first guest on this, I don't know what we're going to call this. What I can tell you is we're going to drive around his ends, finding as many football grounds as we can in 90 minutes. And that is the first rule, you've got 90 minutes to find as many football grounds as you can. Each ground must host football in the top 10 tiers of the English football ladder, and every ground found before half-time is £5 towards lunch. Bonus points are up for grabs if you visit the team that you support, and pyramid points are available too. Simply showcase 3 grounds in a consecutive part of the ladder. Got it? Good, let's go. I'm going to shut these windows actually. I have aircon.
Do you?
Yeah, man.
You're doing so well. It's like
so well,
someone's the one that's got aircon.
Ellis Platten is on the channel. He's been here before. You know the rules.
I do know the rules.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we just get on with it? Because I've been travelling for 4 hours to get here and it's the worst drive of my life.
You're doing that. You've like basically by the end of the day, you may as well driven to Scotland.
I'm going to start the timer. You have 90 minutes to visit as many football grounds as possible. I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. We're going.
I think we get out of here by like just U-turning.
Do you want
around.
to just
yeah,
spin?
Yeah. Because we are very close to Carroll Road.
So we're going to tick off a big one to start.
Yeah, it's the only one we really have. But I literally live about a minute from Carroll Road. You need, when you get out of it, you need the right lane.
Yeah. How far are we from the Carrow? That is the road.
Literally, you can see it.
Oh, we see a floodlight.
Yeah, you can see floodlights. So from my flat window, I can see Carroll Road if I wanted to.
And I suppose you're never really around on a match day?
Never, no.
Most Saturdays you're out and about?
Yeah, and this city very much is, because it's like quite a small city, whenever a match day is on, like, it's pointless being here in a car.
Yeah.
So, like, it's lucky that I am away because I'd hate it.
Over the last few years, been killing it, as some people say, in the YouTube game.
Thank you.
What for you was the turning point from just going to match days every week? You've switched it up a lot, haven't you? You've got a few different things on the go.
I think it was always like, I realised very quickly, like, well, not very quickly, it took me ages to realise it, but the most enjoyable part of the football is always like the bit before football. So I was like, I want to make the videos more about that. So like, if you watch the videos now, they're like, there's a football theme, but like we never really.
It's not about the game.
Never really about the game. It's more about just us just exploring somewhere. Like the one we did that you were actually in, the last one. There's not any of the game in it at all.
No.
But like we're still in a football scenario. So I think people care more about personalities. Like it just is like me and my mates go to football. So I was like, let's just lean into that and then change the titles and thumbnails to be more YouTube-y. And they'll do well long term. But it's also been, I've obviously been on my own for a little while now, and that's obviously helped career-wise because I've got no.
Well documented as well.
Well documented. I don't like to talk about it. But yeah, I'm obviously living on my own. I've got more time to put towards work. So
I was going to say this because, like, for me, I'm married, 2 kids, and I always feel a little bit of a strain when I go away. It's almost like, well, when are you going to be back?
Yeah.
Because it's not fair on Shah to bring up 2 kids constantly, and it's every weekend as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, can I go too far?
Yeah, exactly, because you need to be back.
Yeah.
And there was always that trade-off for me as well. Like, it wasn't just the fact that I was going away all the time. I was going away, and then you'd get back, and I'd do stupid trips, like Japan for a day, and then...
Yeah.
But because I'd want to be home to be with my partner.
Of course, yeah.
But then I'd be jet-lagged and miserable. Because I was just, like, probably not a nice person to be around. So it was really weird. But now, like, I've obviously got so much time. Like, I can just... tonight, I'll get home, and I'll just work till, like, 10.
Nice.
And that's actually quite sad, because it's a Friday. You know what I mean? It's like... So there's like an interesting trade-off with it. You're gonna see right in the corner here straight away, bang.
There it is.
But I need to get out and record.
You need to get out and maybe get in front of that badge somehow. I don't know.
There's a red light. Can I do it here? Is that
You can run across if you want. I don't know where I'm going to stop though. Where do you want me to stop?
I'll be able to catch you.
No.
Up here and left, just outside the ground. There's more traffic lights, or you can pull and catch me there. All right, back in a sec.
See ya. Off he goes to grab his first point. I've never actually been to Norwich Stadium before. Carrow Road. Looks all right. Premier League ground, or is it Championship, or is it Premier League, or is it Championship, or is it Premier League? I tweeted the other day that I bought a yo-yo, and everyone was commenting that have I bought Norwich City? No, I genuinely bought a yo-yo. Cool story, bro. He's running over there now. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna stop. Maybe the first part of this video is trying to find each other again. We're going left in these lights? No, we can't. The bollards are up. Oh God. Right, I'm gonna have to turn around somewhere. It's just not letting me turn around anywhere. Yeah, I'll spin in here. Jesus, world's smallest car park. Notice it says no turn in private driveway. Well done, Smivy boy. Hello, Ellis.
I didn't realise there was no entry.
Yeah, the bollards are up, so I've come up and I'm just spinning around, so I'm just driving back down. So I'll be on the other side of the road.
Where are you?
There you are.
Okay, hello.
I'm gonna go left. Look at that, a little lay-by. Oh, it's actually a bus stop.
That's a really inefficient way to do that. Disappointed in myself, I've let myself down.
You currently have 37 minutes left of this half.
Okay.
So where would you like to go now?
Right, have I got to direct you?
Yes, please.
Okay. You need to U-turn.
Another U-turn.
6 for 2 eyes of blue. Duncan Forbes is after you.
I hope not.
Just see behind us. So just Duncan Forbes.
It's just a man in a van, to be honest. So yeah, obviously with the increase in views,
Yep.
your face is out there more.
Yes.
You're probably stopped on a daily basis at the moment.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any like really awkward interactions?
Oh, all the time. It's really weird. Like, and I don't think people meet. Like, there's one. It was like we were in Pop World, which is, you know, that's already awkward enough as a conversation as it is.
What's Ellis doing in Pop World?
Right, exactly. That's what. But like, it's like always like at the end of the night, if it's like really been boring, we'll go there.
It's fair
game. We're gonna go right here at these lights.
Right here. Okay.
If it's been really boring, we'll go in Pop World because it's cringy, but you can laugh at the cringe.
Sure.
Whereas like other clubs are just cringy watching men trying to, like, the thought of trying to pull someone on a night out makes me want to top myself.
Yep.
I hate it. Like, I hate it. Like, so we just go out and have a laugh.
Yeah.
But like in Pop World toilets, this guy just goes to me like, oh, like, I'm not going to look down at your penis out of respect, Ellis, but I really want to. And I was like, for your own sake and mine, thankfully you didn't, because there's not much to see. So we've done well there. Because like very much on my channel, the joke is always on me. So we always laugh at me, and like even in the video, the stand-up routine we did the other day, the jokes are at me. Yeah. Then people feel like they can bring up these topics to me in person, which I guess is a bit of a fine line. Yeah. Or maybe a little bit of a grey area, but they're like, you can't. To be clear, I don't want you to talk about, you know, maybe on me for doing a breakup tweet, but I don't want people to come up to me in the street and be like talking about it. You know what I mean? No. It's like I'm just. I would say there's 3 things that I can obviously since watching you, and body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia, yeah. Gambling. Yeah. And obviously you've had this breakup as well. So they're the 3 things that stand out to me. It's like, these are some issues that you've got out there. And are you the type of person to just, is that how you are? You're a very open person so that people know how to tread with you? I think so. I think I'm just really, like I think it's my best and worst trait is I'm really like abrupt and blunt about things and like very on the nose, and I don't have issue talking about things. And I think where you're like that, it's obviously affected you. Yeah. Right? But where jokes are being made about it, has that made it easier for you to get on with it, or does it still... Yeah, no, it's completely, like, it's been... The breakup's actually a year, like, last week or something like that. So that one's, like, it was rough. But more like, because you've been with someone 7 years, right? We built this thing together. We built, like, a life together. We grew up together, basically. And we became, like, it didn't work out in the end, and that's completely fine. But at first you view that as, like, a failure, and... Like, I'm more used to break up to be reflective on who I was as a person. Like, I wasn't happy with who I was as a person. I was really negative. I was really bitter. I was quite argumentative, and just I needed to grow up, to be honest. Yeah. So I used the last year to grow up. I think like, the last 4 months, so you've probably seen it in my face as well. I feel like I've just aged and became an adult. Whereas, like, I feel like I wasn't an adult for a bit. There's the glow up. Yeah, people are actually complimenting you now, and you don't like it. No, I hate it. You want people to continue to mug you off and call you a little teenager. It's just because it's like funnier that way. Like I find it weird when people are watching a football video and they're being like, "Oh, Ellis looks good today." You're looking good, mate. It's like thanks, guys. But then, how bad was I before? You know what I mean? Like that's what my mind goes to. 3 minutes away, apparently. I actually don't know the football club's existence. It just came up in Footballogy. Right. Okay. Is that cheating? No, it's not cheating. You can use whatever device you want to get to where you need to. I don't want a field with a rope around it. That's what. Okay, I'm pretty. If they've got a stand, are we allowing it? Have they got a turnstile? The turnstile, I feel like, is make or break. Oh, we could be wasting 15 minutes here, and it's not just 15 minutes wasting because we're then at the back foot to get to the next one. Right. Okay. And you've not been here before? Never. Oh dear. Yeah, this is poor from me. And then there was a random team called St. Neots, right? Yes, and me and Charlie, we were driving through something like this, and all of a sudden it turned into like it opened up, and it was a football ground. Okay. So you might get lucky. It's down here. It's just not going to be, is it? Oh, hang on a minute. There is what appears to be a light. A light that floods. I'm guessing it's on the other side. That looks like that's a basketball court. That's a basketball court. Why don't you ask these kids? Is there a football ground here, guys? Let's not talk to kids. Actually, let's not do that. Right. Apparently it's down here to the left, so we'll be able to walk to it. Like here. I'm gonna have a look. Okay. I'm gonna. It's such a weird look to me. Everyone's looking at us weird. Back in a sec. I'll park here. Yeah. There's just not going to be a football ground here, is there? Oh, Google Maps, you've absolutely done us there.
How you doing for time?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We need to find the next location. Terrible.
God.
Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So just so you know, you now have 21 and a half minutes.
Can we go to where Norwich women's play?
What, yeah?
Women.
Tell me about your favourite video that you've ever made.
I'd say probably either the ref for 24 hours video or the managed one is the
cool.
best video. But like in terms of like what we do on away days more often, like maybe the Boca Juniors one was, I don't know if that's a good video. I feel like maybe
It was good for you. You had a good experience.
Good experience, but is it a good video? I think probably the managers for 24 hour one still takes it because Benny's obviously been on Channel 4 however long. Because it started, he comes off the bench and scores a goal in the English football pyramid with his first touch. It's like you literally couldn't.
You couldn't write that.
Nah.
What's been your most viewed video? Do you know?
I asked every football club in the world for free football shirts. It's like 1.6 million.
Brilliant.
And I hate it. It's a terrible video.
Do you still get comments popping up for it?
Yeah, being like, oh, you should ask. I'm going to try this. I'm like, don't. It was just like the channel was so shirt focused for so long.
Yeah, of course.
And like people spam me for that all the time. It's like the channel's called Away Days. Firstly.
Yeah.
Secondly, my life situation changed the last year. I don't have the space. I live in a flat now.
No.
I don't have the space to go and collect. And I've also got every football shirt I want.
Yeah,
You know.
you're kind of done now, aren't you?
Yeah, like I don't.
And classic football, your shirt shopping is like a representation of what you did, right? And you can dip in and
I still like love to talk about football shirts. I still collect football shirts.
and there's always new ones coming out.
Yeah, and it's just I don't think in a channel where we have a 40-minute video of us being refs or managers or going to a football match with several camera angles and stuff. I don't think a video of me unboxing a mystery box of shirts belongs on that same channel anymore.
No.
Not to say there can't be a second channel where I do the shirt stuff.
Yeah.
And because there's clearly still an appetite for it because people pester me for it all the time.
Well, you could do shorts, for example.
Yeah, I've been doing shorts ranking the football shirts in '92.
Yeah.
Because before that was a full video. It was just throwaway content. But people were commenting on the shorts being like, oh, you should be doing longer videos than this. Like, you're not spending enough time. I was like it just
it's a representation of what you enjoy as well.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I needed everything to be long form.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, if I don't enjoy it too much, but I feel like it's something that could be trending or your channel could benefit from, because this is our job at the end of the day. Let's make a short about it.
Because shorts I was really against shorts. And I think I'm still against TikTok as a platform. But shorts, the only way, and also subscribers are a complete vanity metric now. They don't really matter. But like, shorts are the only way to gain subs now.
Yeah.
And like, there must be something linked to your channel gaining subs and YouTube seeing that in the algorithm in the back end. And
Because you see a lot of people like bang, didn't they? They get all these views and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't sustainable what they were doing.
Yeah, just like a complete throwaway way of doing it.
Yeah, I think it's people like they want to go viral, but then the problem with going viral is you immediately pigeonhole yourself into this is the only thing that's going to be successful for me now, because anything else you try is normally like frowned upon.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't why I watch you. It's because you did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it again.
Yeah, it's like please do the same thing, and then it's just diminishing returns of the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I also think people that want to go viral or want to be relevant, like it's just I find it like the bigger the channel gets, the more the perfect YouTube channel size is like 50,000 subs, and you've got a cult audience.
Oh man,
straight over again. That was the most enjoyable YouTube ever was for me, having like a small cult audience where I made some money from it on top of my other job.
Down or
no, straight. And that to be, I absolutely adore that I'm able to do this for a job.
Yeah.
I get the trade off from that is the trade off from being in the public eye is that you then have some of your own privacy invaded. When I was obviously after the breakup, I was like, I may as well date. So I went on quite a few dates. Then it was actually pretty not the best. Right at these lights. Right at these lights. Sorry. Yeah, right at the lights. And I didn't go on one date without being spotted. And I was like,
it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, like this isn't. Yeah.
It's happened to me a few times, not on the days because I'm married, obviously, but like we've been out and it's Smiv. They normally say on the road or Palmer's or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And Shaz just like, she looks at the kids, she's like, your dad, he's kind of cool.
Yeah.
He's all right.
That's better though. You've got a wife and kids.
I know, yeah, but it's still it's not cringy, but it's like I don't like people seeing me in my own environment. Do you know what I mean?
It feels like
and it's not their fault.
Yeah, exactly. No. Like,
but it's just like this is me online, but when I'm not there, I just like.
Yeah, it's weird. I think people find it weird, like seeing that we actually exist.
Yeah, but like normal things as well, like doing normal daily routines.
Yeah.
Like I was in the town the other day and just like I was with the kids, took Mia for a blood test. We went to Greg's to pick up something to eat, and then we was going to go home. But during that time, someone happened to spot me.
Yeah.
Me chewing on like a steak bake. And it's like, well, you know what I mean? I'm just like, we're just like everyone else, and it's not. I think when you grow to a certain point, like you look at Sidemen videos now, there's always someone with them, like a security guard with them now.
Yeah, I wonder like what the happiness is with that sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's like how obviously they are making probably more money in a month than we'll ever make in our lives. Like I don't think people probably can fathom how much these people will be making.
Yeah.
And like and their work rate is ridiculous, by the way, across several channels, across their own channels, completely, and also their longevity on YouTube.
Of course,
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Congrats to them. But the trade-off of that, of not being able to go out your house without being swarmed by people.
Because you're just as popular as A-list celebs, right?
Yeah, like, I'd say like KSI is probably one of the most famous people definitely one of the most famous people in the UK.
100%.
So like, how do you? But then you have they feel more grounded and real than that, so they're even more approachable.
Yeah, because celebs don't put themselves out there like they do. So yeah, no, I hear you. And obviously, as you get more popular, brand deals. Should we talk about some brand deals?
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you? I think you did in the end. Did you get your ultimate goal of Raid Shadow Legends? Did you get it? Did it come through?
Yeah, but they don't pay as much as I thought they did.
No, I got really pissed off by it. I was like, what?
They don't, I thought the reason everyone did it was because they pay amazingly.
Yeah, man.
They pay worse than like a lot of people.
Yep.
It's like, I was like, well, that was underwhelming. I think I've done 2 raid deals now. Like, just brand deals are really interesting. Like, I had an AliExpress one come through before the Euros. It's interesting how certain creators get away with doing ones which are immoral.
Yeah.
AliExpress is immoral. Qatar, I'm not to say brands, but they're like flying to certain countries which aren't already right.
Yeah.
Certain creators manage to get away with it. Whereas like if I did that same thing, I know my audience would hold me to standard on it. But why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I would also hold myself to standard, and I said no to the AliExpress deal. I said no to Visit Saudi and stuff like that. I said no to a load of them because I don't agree morally with these things. It's not me being like I'm a great person. I don't have issue with these people doing it. But I would expect my audience to be like, what are you doing, Alice?
So let's say AliExpress come along and said, right, we just want you to link to the website, £10,000.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
£20,000.
No.
£50,000.
Yeah, well, you can talk.
Everyone's got a price.
Everyone's got a price. But it's just like, what price does your soul have?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I think you and me are quite similar in the respect that we have a moral compass.
Yeah.
And when that compass goes skew, it doesn't feel right. We've got 3 minutes 40 until half time. I mean, it looks like a place. Surely someone else plays here.
I believe it's just like Norwich Academy sometimes,
Right.
and Norwich City Women.
It's impressive.
It's a nice facility.
I mean, guys, you can comment on the video. Let me know if it counts as a point. I'm going to give it for now because I'm hungry.
It's got an EFL thing in there. That is a second ground. I'm counting it. It counts. Counts as a football ground.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for now, just because I'm well hungry, and it will mean that we've got £10 to play with. I don't know if this is a football ground. Let me know in the comments. It's on Footballogy.
Yeah, definitely on Footballogy. I'll show you. Dussendale and Helston Rovers.
Play here, yeah?
In the Eastern Counties League, First Division North.
Okay. Well, that is the first half up. So congratulations, you got 2 points.
It's like being like 1-0 down at half time. You're like, congratulations, lads.
You got £10 to spend on lunch for us.
No. I'm not happy with that.
Ellis has just spilt pink lemonade down him.
I've got a toilet now. I can wash my hands with quickly.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Is that really pretentious of me to do that?
No. No, you're not allowed to wash your hands.
I just don't want to be sticky. Right, back in a sec.
That's all right. £10 was the budget. We actually came under budget. £8.15, I think it was. And Ellis has delivered me, because I'm not choosing, he had to choose. I've got, it's cold. It's actually cold. What was it, a baked bean? What did you buy me?
Sausage, beans and cheese melt.
Sausage, beans and cheese melt. There you go.
I think it's the best item that Greg's do.
Okay. So, was you listening to me earlier when I spoke about the
You said you had a steak bake, yeah.
So yeah, we got the sausage,
beans and cheese melt.
Yep.
I got myself a sparkling raspberry lemonade.
got a star, a chocolate star. He did actually deliver on the Dr Pepper though, so he watches the videos.
Yeah, it'd be a bit bad if like if
not
you get guest comments that doesn't meet your Dr. Pepper, you know they don't watch the videos.
100%.
It's like sometimes we get a guest on shirt shopping and they're like, oh, so how do you get all the shirts? I'm like, you've never watched an episode of the series, man. Welcome to football shirt shopping, Sir Smiv.
Right.
Right, I need you to go right out of here. This next, I think we might struggle to get 4. The one that we've messed up on, like, that really has set us back a lot.
You was hoping to go 3 by the time.
Yeah.
Half time. Okay. In your head, you had 5 down, didn't you?
I thought we'd get 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I think we're going to struggle for 4.
Okay.
I know we'll get 3. If we get 4, traffic dependent. And then 5 from there, we'll see what time we've got to play with.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going. Thanks, Jacob, by the way, for serving us at Apple Green Services.
Or is it Jakob?
It might have been Jacob. Yeah, sorry, Jacob.
Not Yakult, which is good for your gut. Do you trust your gut?
As in what, like in life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
The problem is I jump to conclusions with my gut a lot of the time.
Right.
So if my gut instinct, I've decided it's right, and then I get proved wrong, I'm still like, no. It's like, no, my gut was right. So like, I'm really stubborn in that sense. Bad trait to have. Like positive and negative. Like I've always had it in my. There was never a plan B really for me. Like if YouTube didn't work out, I know it, the social media management of it, but I just knew it would. I always backed myself to do it. I always knew that. Like I think with YouTube, it's like it's quite cutthroat to say, but you've either got it or you haven't.
Sure.
It's the best way you can put it. And that doesn't necessarily mean you say you're going to be charismatic or whatever. But you've got the drive and you've got an idea and a niche to go and do it. And I sort of always felt like I had that. But whereas with, like, you can go negative as well. You can be like, oh, I feel like this person is like thinking this or that, and then you're like, you know, in your gut, it's just that's how they feel. So it's a weird one.
Did you always think success is going to happen?
I knew that I'd get a following. I didn't think it would ever be my job.
Right.
I never felt like to be honest, I was really lazy for a while.
Have you overachieved in your head? Do you think you've achieved more than you expected ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massively overachieved. I interviewed David Beckham.
I was about to say, like, that's a pinch yourself moment.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, what's the imposter syndrome, isn't it?
Massively.
Like, what am I doing here?
Really lovely bloke. So in the space of, I never spoke about this actually because people don't know the timelines of my life, but because also the Beckham thing got delayed.
Right.
So in the space of 4 days of my life.
Yep.
Let's say it's Monday. It wasn't Monday. I don't remember the days of the week, but the Monday interviewed David Beckham. The Tuesday watched Messi's debut for Inter Miami with his family, with Messi's family.
With Messi's family, yes.
And then touched Messi and said he spoke English to me. And then 2 days later, my 7-year relationship ended. That's a 4-day timeline of my life, which is the most me thing ever, by the way. You have this massive high, and then it's like, hey, you can't have that for too long. You can't enjoy that. But it was like, the Beckham thing was weird because I was like, in my mind at the time, like I was like, I'm never going to do something as big as this, ever.
You've peaked.
This is my peak.
Yeah.
And you don't want to peak at 25. So I was like, this is my peak. And like, if it is my peak, then it's like, no one gets an hour of David Beckham's time for free.
No.
Like, I got it. And also, like, I've not got a journalism degree. I've not got a presenting degree or qualification.
No.
But I really was proud of that interview. I really think I did well.
Yeah, you should be, definitely. And when you, and I think where I've shot a couple of the classic shirt shopping things, you always sort of debrief in your head and you're like, that went all right, didn't it? I thought that flowed okay, this was good.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think you do manage to get the best out of people, which is a good thing. You make, I don't know, best way to say, you make people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I guess. You're not just a guy with a camera turning up or a guy with a YouTube channel. Like, there's a lot more to it.
I think it's also sort of, my look sort of helps because I look flappable. I look not good. You know what I mean? Like I look like I'm not meant to be in the scenarios I'm in. So I think that puts people at ease. It sort of disarms them a bit because I'm not like this made up straight over this roundabout. I'm not this over the top, like in a suit, made up presenter. I'm just a bloke. What I love as well, like with YouTube, like, we've both been around for so long. I mean, it's not for me to say I'm a good or bad person, but if we were not, we wouldn't still be here. You know what I mean? Like, you get outed if you're not a good person or you've got dodgy morals. Yeah. With such an online platform being so in the public eye. Yeah. You would be outed by now. There'd be some negative or big scandal about you. I feel like you can sort of be at ease knowing that hasn't happened. Like, not this one, the next one.
Sure.
Yeah. Not the recycling centre.
This
down.
one?
No, the next one.
So we're going back on ourselves?
This one. This will take you onto the A47 eventually.
Have you ever heard about that advice of, especially in the YouTube world, if you're not making people talk, then you're not doing it right. If you do good things, it'll make people talk, and if you do bad things, it'll also make people talk. But if you're just not giving people an opinion, And I think I'm there. I think I sit in the middle. I don't think I give anyone an opinion. I think it's why I haven't kicked off as much as I'd like to have. But with you, I think you have, but you are on the positive side of it.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I don't think anyone can look at. People can mug you off for your looks or the way you've shot a video or what you
Can
said.
they now?
Yes, they can if they want to. Yeah, but listen, like, you're not doing anything bad.
No.
You're not doing the other end where it's a bit controversial. You're saying things to get clicks, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of that in football YouTube, right?
Oh God,
So
yeah.
like, it's just like, the thing is as well, like, other than Leeds, and England, I don't care. Like, I don't care about the Premier League debates. People get me on for like to get my Premier League predictions or whatever. Like, I do not care.
Yeah,
It's like,
I didn't film any this year.
I watched one Premier League game last season, and that was only because I was really bored, and I was like, I'll do this. Whereas like with Leeds, obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, it's all I tweet about because I care, and I'm still the same as I was in that sense. Like I said, I've grown up a lot in terms of my personal life, but I'm still really passionate about Leeds. But even like, I feel like as you, especially working in football, you sort of fall out of love with it a little bit. Interesting one, but with Leeds, it's where my main focus football-wise goes. And I love international football so much. But other than that, I don't care. I got invited to the Champions League final last year, didn't go. So it just doesn't. It's not. I don't care. But I actually despise everything Real Madrid stand for. I hate them. So I don't want to go and do that unless they offer me a lot of money to go and do it. Then I actually love Real Madrid. It's just shock you.
Great club, love it. Classic white shirts.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
So I was born in Norfolk. I've lived in Norfolk my whole life, but inherited being a Leeds fan through family.
Yep.
I've been a Leeds fan. My first season was 03-04, which is the season everything went to shit, basically.
Of course, yeah.
So that's been my whole life of being a Leeds fan. It's been pain, really bad ownership, and there's only been one real light in the whole time of being a Leeds fan, and that was the Bielsa era. And it wasn't just that we were good; that the football was so good, and it also felt quite pure. Like, he made people better at football who played for Leeds. Yeah. So that was like getting to see that actually happen in the modern game was like really, really nice. And
was Calvin Phillips at Leeds when Bielsa was there?
Calvin Phillips was there before as well, and like we were going to sell him, and then Bielsa completely turned him around. Yeah, Bielsa made Calvin Phillips into England Player of the Year. He made Bamford get an England call up. Luke Ayling was phenomenal at right back. Click was an unbelievable. Like, the job that Bielsa did with players who were just a mid-table championship side was a joke. So unbelievable. Like, and I don't think we'll ever see it again. So we're sort of on this hangover now, where it's all a bit miserable, and we just sold, like, as we talked about, we sold all our entire squad because we didn't go up last season. And it's like, looking forward, where will we be? I don't know. I either want us to be really good or really funny, and I feel like we're drifting towards being funny again, which is all right. I don't actually mind that too much. Yeah. Because there's always something going on with Leeds. It's like there's doing a Leeds, there's doing a Spurs, there's being Spursy, and there's doing a Leeds. Well,
very similar.
Leeds are falling apart again. Yeah. Yeah,
I think we're just a bigger Leeds. Maybe. Maybe that we're both playing white as well. Yeah. So there must be something there, but
just made to just make the fan base miserable.
Yeah, but I get what you mean about getting tetchy, because it's like with Spurs we've been let down over and over and over and over again, and we've been in positions where it's like, so you start to sort of like, you've conditioned yourself to not even like celebrate. People talk about VAR, it's like, oh, you can't celebrate because like you don't know the true meaning. As a Spurs fan, we were doing that before VAR. This is like, in general, just like, we can't celebrate. Why? Because, you know, we could be 4-0 up on the 90th minute. It's still not guaranteed.
There's no other club in the world I'd want to support. Like, I love that everyone doesn't like. The thing is, people are, I hate Leeds. Like, why? Yeah. I get why people hated them in the 70s and 80s because of firms and mobs and the football we played. But why now? What's your actual dislike towards Leeds? You feel like you can join in on something? It's like, I don't. It's like, no one knows why they hate us, which makes when we do well even better, because you're hating on something you don't know why you hate, and it's still been successful. Yeah. So, I mean, not that we've had much success.
But they'll be the first to laugh at you when...
Oh, it goes, like
last season, for example.
Yeah, good fun, that. Yeah.
So you had a box?
Had a box, you were supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Awkward. That was just a really...
Should we talk about that story?
Yeah, so I basically... There's a box... I've originally asked for a box of 10 people, I think it was, or 12. 10. It was either 10 or 12, but then there was 2 less people that were allowed to be. So it was either 12 and only 10 could come, or 10 and 8 could come. I thought was what I'd got. Yeah. So I had to bring a cameraman. I never factored the cameraman in when inviting people, basically, and inviting too many people. And like, I really regret Pieface coming, to be honest. Like, he turned up in... I don't mind this bit in the video, but Pie turned up in the most outrageous outfit
I remember there was a photo that kind of went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that was funny. And then on the day, he's just watching F1.
I saw this.
And then,
Hi, what you doing, man? I could have been there.
Yeah, half time, starts chanting, "We all hate Leeds." It was like, "Thank you, Pi." It's like, "Cheers, mate." Like, this is not the time. Read the room,
and you paid
please.
for this as well, haven't you? Like, you paid off your own back to...
Yeah, I paid for the box myself. I thought it was like...
How much was it, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say.
8.4?
Eight and a half grand?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And we didn't even do anything.
No, and I think that's the bit, isn't it? You didn't have anything to cheer about, right?
No. Yeah, but that video was sponsored, to be clear. So it's like...
Yeah. What do they call these birds here?
Birds of prey, isn't it?
It's just in the air. Just...
I think that's bird of prey. Whenever we go past one, Ben will point out and go, "Oh, it's bird of prey."
Right. But what's its actual name?
I have no idea. Ben will just always go, "It's a bird of prey."
Well, there you go. You've seen a bird of prey.
I can't believe there's not more football clubs in Norwich. I mean, you can believe it. It's just such an awkward county to navigate driving around. You get someone who's in the Midlands, they're set. Because it's just dual carriageways and motorways the whole time. Whereas Norfolk's so fiddly.
I actually thought there'd be quite a few non-league sides, but...
There maybe is if we'd have gone a different route.
Right.
Like, there's like Stomark, no, not Stomark, yeah. So there's Dereham, there's... Yeah, maybe I've gone for a weird route here. And the route I was attempt to take is even weirder.
There's my traffic when I'm going home, by the way.
Oh, that's
me.
killing us.
Yeah. Is it game over?
Not for this one. Go right here.
So how far are we from where I originally picked you up?
About 15 minutes.
Okay.
But then the problem is, like, if we get to this next ground, we're never going to get there. Let me see what the maps are saying. We need to swing a left in here. This is Plantation Park, where Norwich United.
Norwich United.
However, they have exited the league in a rather dramatic fashion.
Okay, go on.
They basically lost to the players. They all turned to the manager. They had a very local non-league legend called Steak Blake, or Steak Bake Blake, he called himself like the non-league Norfolk Rooney.
Wow.
And the manager basically was like threatening to assault him and stuff, is the rumour. And then all the squad left and then they disbanded. But they played at a decent level, Norwich United.
I was going to say, this sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Was this all over Twitter?
It was all over Twitter. But this team played at a very decent level, basically. We would come here, I think there may have been a time they were like 2 or 3 steps off, like two steps off the National League South.
Wow.
Whatever. They're just dead. Beware children.
Beware of them. All of them. Plantation Park.
With the Macron store. I find it so weird that there's a Macron store in North.
Is this just waiting for someone to come and buy a Norwich shirt? A Norwich United. Should we buy one?
Buy a Norwich United shirt?
Should we buy one?
I don't even know if they sell them anymore. What's the price of one? Do you actually want one?
Yeah, we'll get one.
Should we see what the price of one is?
Yeah, let's see what the price
If it's under £50, then maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I've gone to so many non-league places and I'll pick up shirts because I think for the Whatnot stream and stuff. They're so expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive. We're actually in the chairman's space. Let's see if we can find a kit. That's Any of these for sale at all?
They're just like samples.
Right, so you're not selling anything at all, no?
Not really, mate. No, we don't really have any stock.
So as it stands, I'm looking at the clock right now, you've got 20 minutes and 58 seconds. I've paused it, just so we could go in there and not buy something, by the way.
There's 14 minutes away, and then we can scramble. We can get one in, definitely, which will take us up to 4. I'm happy with that. So let's go get the 4th in, then we'll go from there.
Did we work out if anyone plays here?
Norwich United.
It's been a very, very sceptical couple of points.
This is a ground. This is one of Norfolk's. This is actually genuinely probably the second biggest ground in Norfolk.
Yeah, but is it active?
Right.
20 minutes and 58 remaining.
Bang a reverse. Don't go straight. No.
I'm just looking over there. The road is just—it's not gridlocked,
we're
but it's
not going
very...
that. We're not going that way. That's killed us. You know, it's like it's always traffic roadworks. They never do anything. That's my annoyed Englishman accent.
You sound like you're from around my way.
Yeah.
Don't.
I feel like we were going to have time banked to maybe find another one, but I think that's unlikely because I live in Norfolk.
Would you like me to legally put my foot down?
No, I think we.
How has my driving been, by the way?
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We've not died.
Not yet.
What's your plans for the channel? Like, you're doing really well at the moment. You want to carry on doing what you can do, thinking new ideas, or is it a case of, is there something in the horizon that you might be looking to do? What's your plan, basically? 5-year plan, go.
Being like completely transparent and clinical about it now is like the point where I'm 26, I'm 27 next month. By 30, I want to be with like, I want to be knowing I'm with the one. You know what I mean? Like,
cool.
life-wise. And to be honest, YouTube I love doing. I feel like we are creating pieces of content now that I can say I'm really proud of, and like long term I'll look back on in a few years time and still be like, that's a good video. The plan is to keep making more content like that can be looked at in a few years time.
Sure.
As that, I feel like we've established away days of myself like in the football YouTube space now. Like people know of me.
Yeah.
I feel like we're one of them channels now, which just feels weird to say.
Yeah.
We've been around for so long. Like when I put the Stump Peg shirt shopping out, people were like, "This is the mum and dad of football YouTube." I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like the third generation. You know, like people are just, that's how young people are now. Like it sounds so old, but so just be. I don't know if I necessarily need to be a YouTube channel in 5 years' time, but I'd like to think I'll have made the money where
you can move on to your. Yep.
Yeah, just like a house, no mortgage would be. I don't know.
And is that an aim? Is that you?
Because like I've seen I saw like my dad was basically messed around by my mum monetarily, so that he's still got a mortgage now, and that's always a big thing. A mortgage was a massive thing.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because he can get one because my mum's bad financial mismanagement. So like for me, it's like not having a mortgage, having a mortgage paid off.
Yeah.
Once you've got a mortgage paid off, you're basically living life. You can then just do side quests.
You're telling me, mate. You are telling me. In terms of a mortgage, do you think you'll stay in Norfolk, or are you looking elsewhere? Do you think you'll eventually end up?
I think I'm going to move to London for a bit.
Oh, I heard you say that like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then I actually had a flat agreed probably 10 months ago.
Okay.
And then backed out on it last minute. I just didn't feel right at the time.
Right.
I'm actually glad I stayed. Everyone I love, no one loves here. Right, so that's a weird one. But I'm killing myself by being here because I'm always doing like an extra 3 or 4 hours on a journey by being here.
Mate, yeah.
London, I didn't realise that London to Manchester. Straight over? London to Manchester, 2 hours on a train. That feels unfathomable to me. I go to Manchester like 6 hours. I go to London, it's 2 hours.
Yep.
So I think just being in London for a little bit and just seeing where that takes me. And the amount of things I miss out on, the amount of YouTube events and cool things you're invited to do that you miss out on by not being in London and being able to go, yeah, I'll go. I miss out on that all the time. So there's that too. So yeah, I think just being in London for a bit and then coming back out, or maybe I love being rural. Yeah. I do love Norfolk, but I might meet someone who is rural, but their family, who they're really close with, is in Devon. Yeah. Like that's the thing about, I don't mind moving anywhere. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty. So we'll see. I think my life's gonna be shaped around personal life a little bit in terms of meeting someone, kids, maybe. Sure. I don't want to be waiting till 35 to have kids. I feel like I've always wanted to be like quite young. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I've maybe missed the boat of being a young dad now as well. I became a dad at 30. Yeah, that feels about the right age to me. Actually, no, 33. 33? I was married at 30. Yeah. First child at 33. You let me go. Yeah, yeah. See, this is really I don't like this. This really annoys me. It's really nice at the same time, but it really pisses me off. Like, I've stopped already. Yeah, you were stopped already. Just go. It would have been quicker. Wroxham. This is if you're gonna rob me this one, that's shocking. How long have I got left on the timer? 12 minutes. Oh, 12 minutes. God, I think we could be done it, you know. Wroxham. I think I have to admit defeat at 4. Which is actually genuinely, I reckon we could have got 5. You could probably, if you get another person from Norfolk on this, they can get 5 or 6 because they'll go you a different route. So you're willing to cut the time? It's actually physically impossible to get anywhere. This is a shame. And just like that, we come to the end, and I can confirm Ellis actually finishes on 3 points. I don't shoot the messenger, but rules are rules. Norwich United, despite playing at Plantation Park, are not inside the top 10 tiers of the English football ladder. They sit outside in the 11th at the moment in the regional feeders. Hopefully they'll come back, but as it stands, Ellis 3 points. Sorry, mate. Good timing, that. Yeah. So we currently sit in Morrison's car park, overlooking Carrow Road, where we pretty much first 5 started. Grounds, amazing. The 5th one at the end, amazing. Carrow Road again. Yeah. Norfolk is such a dreadful location for this. Well, what can you do? Did you have fun? I did have fun. I thought we had some really good conversations as well. Good little therapy session, I thought, as well. Yeah, I don't have to go this week. No, saves you some money. I'll take your fee. Could you suggest a guest for the next? Yes. Who do you think? Who do you want to see? I would like to see Kieran Carlin do this. Yeah. I think he would squirm. And I'd like to see him squirm. Well, let's see Kieran Carling squirm. I spoke to him. He was down. It's just availability. So maybe we can make that happen. But Ellis, is there anything else you want to say before you go? I think this is a really good idea. I'm very happy with it. And hopefully people have enjoyed us waffling, and make sure to check out the next one. I think it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. So enjoy. In a bit.